In 2020, the ARK Innovation ETF soared more than 152%, easily outpacing the Nasdaq's sizable return of 43.6%. Cathie's hedge fund has grown over the years to become one of the biggest names in the sector. As of the third quarter of this year, the portfolio was worth an astounding $14 billion. The massive return for the ARK fund in 2020 came from large stock success stories in cutting-edge innovation industries, including blockchain, robots, artificial intelligence, and DNA sequencing. Hence, in this video, we'll take a look at Cathie Wood's most recent stock portfolio's newest additions. Number 7. Compagnie Générale des Établissements Michelin Société en commandite par action. EPA ML.PA. Value of ARK Investments position, $1.8 million. One of the biggest tire producers in the world is Compagnie Générale des Établissements Michelin Société en commandite par action, or simply Michelin. The company was founded in 1889 and had its headquarters in Clermont-Ferrand in France. It is one of the oldest businesses in the world. The NASA Space Shuttle's tires were made by Michelin, demonstrating the company's strength in the sector given the demanding specifications for a spacecraft's return from space. Michelin also produces tires for the World Rally Championship, endurance racing, and Formula One race vehicles in addition to the Space Shuttle. Michelin, however, doesn't exclusively work in the tire sector. The company is also well known for its tour guides, and the restaurant business highly values its 3 Michelin star designation. Additionally, it offers a digital mapping service. According to market data from the company for September 2022, the original equipment business expanded globally, particularly in Europe, America, and China. The trucks and bus segment of Michelin has seen growth, and both of these segments have done so globally, with the exception of China. With its most recent debt of 4.5 billion euros and operating income of 4.9 billion, the company also has a fortress balance sheet, demonstrating that it's more than capable of satisfying all of its obligations. By the end of the third quarter of this year, Cathie Wood's ARK investment owned 83,484 shares in Michelin, valued at $1.8 million. Contrary to Tesla Inc., Nvidia Corporation, and Zoom Video Communications Inc., which have been part of ARK's portfolio for several quarters, Michelin is a recent addition to Cathie Wood's portfolio. Number 6. HUB Security. TLV HUB.TA. Value of ARK Investments position, $2.1 million. Israeli startup HUB Security has its main office in Tel Aviv-Yafo. The business creates hardware security products for cloud and financial applications. It was established in 2017 and offered its goods to businesses. The creators of HUB Security have experience in the Israeli Defense Forces, where they served in the intelligence divisions. The company has clients in more than 30 countries, and its devices are designed to stop hardware-based security invasions and data theft. It also engages in business in the incredibly profitable confidential computing sector, which has a $54 billion total addressable market and focuses on products that encrypt data even as it's processed inside a processor or a graphics processing unit. Furthermore, and perhaps more importantly, the products of HUB Security leverage post-quantum cryptography to deliver safe solutions. In order to accomplish so, key exchange algorithms must be disregarded, removing yet another point of vulnerability for hackers. This is done by leveraging built-in quantum random number generation. Additionally, HUB Security has an $18 million order from a Swiss company that will enable it to market its secure computing products. Additionally, it was awarded a NYSE 4.2 million 3-year contract with the Israeli Defense Ministry. The Securities and Exchange Commission has received documents that HUB Security has submitted in order to list its shares on the Nasdaq exchange in a $1.3 billion offering with the ticker HUBC. Additionally, the company has obtained the critical FIPS 142 Level 3 security certification in the United States. After the firm gets listed, its current stockholders will still hold 81% of the company's shares, and its CEO, Mr. Eyal Moshe, will hold 7% of the stock. HUB Security reported $36 million in sales for the first 6 months of its fiscal year 2022. By the end of the year, the company hopes to have earned $115 million. Despite recording a loss during the first half of the year, it also aims to become profitable this year. Additionally, this year, HUB Security closed 2 investment rounds for pipes totaling NIS 64 million. In Cathie Wood's portfolio, HUB is a relatively unheard of company compared to Tesla, Nvidia, and Zoom Video Communications. Number 5. Compass Pathways PLC. Nasdaq CMPS. Value of ARK Investments position, $4.1 million. The UK's capital city of London serves as the home of the British healthcare organisation Compass Pathways plc. The company creates treatments for mental illnesses. Its COMP360 treatment has successfully treated resilient depression and is presently undergoing trials for the treatment of complex post-traumatic stress disorder. During the third quarter of this year, ARK Investment purchased 388,574 shares of Compass Pathways plc, giving it a $4.1 million holding in the business. According to a Q2 22 poll by Insider Monkey of 895 hedge funds, 12 of them had also purchased the company's shares. In October 2022, Oppenheimer lowered its price estimate for Compass Pathways plc from $65 to $55, citing the uncertainty surrounding filing procedures as a factor in the decision. The company still rates the stock as outperformed though. Additionally, 7 other therapies for conditions like bipolar disorder, autism, and suicidal thoughts are being funded by Compass Pathways plc at several institutions. These educational institutions include the University of Copenhagen, King's College in London, and Columbia University. According to our database, Christopher Medlock James Partner Fund Management is the largest shareholder in Compass Pathways plc as of the second quarter, holding 392,764 shares worth $4.2 million. Number 4. Senti Biosciences Inc. Nasdaq SNTI. Value of ARK Investments position, $4.5 million. Gene therapy is developed by Senti Biosciences Inc., a biotechnology firm. Leukemia, carcinoma, and cancer cells are among the illnesses that they target. South San Francisco, California serves as its administrative center. In September 2022, Chardon Capital Markets set a $12 share price target for Senti Biosciences, noting that the company's solutions can address a number of major issues with current gene therapies. In its most recent earnings report, the company reported revenue of $1.36 million, representing a robust 72% annual growth and a GAAP earnings per share of 86 cents. 2 million Senti Biosciences Inc. shares worth $4.5 million were added to ARK Investments' investment portfolio during the third quarter. 2 of the 895 hedge funds surveyed by Insider Monkey earlier this year had made investments in the business by the end of the second quarter. Number 3. XPeng Inc. NYSE XPEV. Value of ARK Investments position, $5.1 million. Chinese automaker XPeng Inc. sells a range of automobiles including sports utility vehicles, sports sedans, and family sedans. The People's Republic of China's Guangzhou serves as the company's headquarters. A key player in China's expanding electric car sector, which witnessed a record 675,000 sales in September of 2022, is XPeng Inc. By the end of September, the firm had delivered 98,553 vehicles, a 75% yearly increase over the numbers of vehicles it had sold for the entire year of 2021. A $5.1 million interest in the business was acquired by ARK Investment during the third quarter of this year. Out of the 895 hedge funds surveyed by Insider Monkey, 24 made investments in XPeng Inc. by the end of the second quarter of this year. The major investor in XPeng Inc. is Tiger Global Management LLC, run by Chase Coleman and Faraz Dewan. It's the owner of 4.3 million shares valued at $138 million. Number 2. Moderna Inc. Nasdaq MRNA. Value of ARK Investments position, $19 million. Using messenger ribonucleic acid technology, American biotechnology company Moderna Inc. is working to create treatments for cancer, immune system disorders, heart diseases, and infectious diseases. The business's main office is in Cambridge, Massachusetts. As the third quarter of this year came to a close, ARK Investment had invested $19 million in 163,592 shares of Moderna Inc., or 0.13% of its total holdings. 45 hedge funds out of the 895 surveyed by Insider Monkey in Q2 2022 invested in the company. Moderna Inc. not only produces the most sophisticated coronavirus vaccine on the market, but the company is also working with pharmaceutical behemoth Merck to create a cancer vaccine for melanoma patients. The companies anticipate reporting trial results during the current quarter. Patrick DeGorsey's Thelem Partners is the largest shareholder in Moderna Inc., holding 6.3 million shares with a market value of $907 million. Number 1. Guardant Health Inc. Nasdaq GH. Value of ARK Investments position, $29 million. American medical diagnostics company Guardant Health Inc. provides services like blood tests, coronavirus screenings, and cancer biopsy examinations. California's Redwood City serves as the company's headquarters. During the third quarter of this year, Cathie Wood's investment company acquired 542,113 shares of Guardant Health Inc., giving it a $29 million interest in the business. 35 of the 895 hedge funds surveyed by Insider Monkey in the last quarter made investments in the business. The Guardant 360 liquid biopsy test from Guardant Health Inc. received FDA approval in August of 2022. With the use of in HER2 cancer medicine, this test identifies lung cancer patients who can get treatment. With the FDA clearance opening up more business opportunities, the company generated $400 million in sales in June of 2022. Andreas Halvorsen's Viking Global, which owns 4.4 million shares of Guardant Health Inc., valued at $180 million, is the company with the largest stake. The content in this video is for educational purposes only, and hence should not be considered as financial advice. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.